he goes in a heartbeat before Hurts, before Lamar, before Tua, he just does. Caleb goes before all those guys.
Totally agree.
So go ahead. You were
before Mahomes, Allen, Herbert. I think he's better potentially than Trevor Lawrence, but he's a Southern kid. It's a Southern city. I think you go with him. And then I think it gets. That might
be the list. That's the list, and I would take him over Herbert.
Meanwhile, the one thing that is clear, he is not special. He is not something unique like a Patrick Mahomes, and I hope the Bears don't think, well, let's try to make up for our mistake when we pass up Patrick Mahomes and go get the Patrick Mahomes. The kid is not Patrick Mahomes. Ain't even remotely close to that.
Well, talk about having two different perspectives on Caleb Williams. One thing is for sure, though, the hype surrounding Caleb Williams is higher than normal for most rookies. This is Sports Guy Talking that you guys are watching and listening to. I am Dustin Tran, your host, as I am here today to talk about Caleb Williams drawing a ton of hype for the Bears. The Chicago Bears offense right now is considered to be loaded by most people. With this offense, the Bears are expected to become playoff contenders sooner rather than later. Before I say anything else, though, I want to present you guys with a topic question. So here it is. Is Caleb Williams getting too much hype right now? Duh. Obviously, Caleb Williams has not even taken one snap in the National Football League, and people are already saying Caleb Williams is an elite quarterback. Guys like Colin, Cowherd, and Nick Wright are being fanboys out there and saying that the guy is elite while he has not even taken a snap in the National Football League. To say this guy is already better than Justin Herbert and Jalen Hurts and other elite quarterbacks, are you serious? Are you kidding me? These guys are making hot takes that have no substance whatsoever. Caleb Williams might grow into an elite quarterback one day. I don't see that happening, but if somebody wanted to say Caleb Williams was elite one day, I could buy that. But to say Caleb Williams is already a top 5 quarterback in the National Football League is insane. Caleb Williams is not even the best quarterback in his draft class. I've scouted all the quarterbacks in the 2024 NFL draft. Caleb Williams is not even first round material because Caleb Williams lacks leadership qualities in the NFL to truly be successful. You can have all the arm talent in the world. You can have all the accuracy in the world. You could even be the smartest football player to have ever existed on planet Earth. But if you don't have the ability to be a leader at the quarterback position, you are going to fail no matter what. I don't care what weapons a team provides for you. If you can't lead, you can't be successful. And I say Caleb Williams cannot be a leader in the National Football League because the dude spends his time crying on the sidelines whenever things go tough. You remember the time where Caleb Williams cried in his mother's arms at the end of a ball game in college football? That was absolutely embarrassing to see as a football fan. I cannot believe that people are justifying Caleb Williams crying in his mother's arms whenever the going got tough. What are you doing out there that is making you think, oh man, I have to go cry in mommy's arms. Let me go ahead and sob like a girl or a baby. Oh my God, Mom, my team is not good enough. Please make me change teams. Make me get better teammates. That's essentially what Caleb Williams just did. And if I was a teammate of Caleb Williams, I would have slapped him in the face and told him, what the hell is wrong with you? Why are you going to your mother's arms at the end of a game? That is not NFL quarterback material. That is immature behavior. And that's probably being nice because what Caleb Williams did was breaking the cardinal sin of football. Look, when you're on the football field, you have to treat your teammates like your brothers out there, and you win as a team, you lose as a team. And Caleb Williams doesn't have that mindset. The hype surrounding Caleb Williams is absolutely unreal in my opinion. And you look at how the Chicago Bears are setting this guy up for failure by constantly hyping up this guy all the time. Yes, they got weapons. You look at how they got DeAndre Swift running the football. Yes, they got DJ Moore as their wide receiver one. They've got Keenan Allen as well. They acquired him in a trade. And then, of course, they drafted Odunze in the 2024 NFL draft. So now everybody's thinking, oh my goodness, the Chicago Bears, they're going to be a really good football team this year. Woohoo! woohoo! When in reality, the Chicago Bears are setting this guy up for failure by overhyping this guy. What is going to happen if Caleb Williams can't succeed in the NFL right away? People are going to say, oh my goodness, this dude's a bust. This guy was entirely overhyped. And why did the Chicago Bears spend the entire offseason telling everybody that they can become a playoff team right away with Caleb Williams as their quarterback? And what is Caleb Williams going to do? He's going to have a mental breakdown. Look, it's fine to have a mental breakdown and everything like that. I understand mental health, but you're a professional quarterback. Those guys can't be treated like normal 22-year-old people. If you're a quarterback at the NFL level, you have to have strong mental abilities to last. And Caleb Williams, as far as what I've seen right now in him, he does not have that capability to be a tough quarterback, mentally speaking, in the long term. I understand Caleb Williams has a ton of talent, but at the end of the day, though, if you can't lead, you can't be successful. And Caleb Williams, for all his talents, he does not have the quality of leadership whatsoever. If Caleb Williams had the leadership qualities of Bo Nix, he would have been the perfect quarterback prospect in the 2024 NFL draft. But the reality of the situation is Caleb Williams does not have the leadership qualities of Bo Nix. In fact, his leadership qualities remind me a lot of Zach Wilson in terms of the sense that Caleb Williams feels entitled to his game. He believes that he is above criticism and that his footwork is very sloppy, just like Zach Wilson's footwork was sloppy. If somebody told me Caleb Williams was the next Zach Wilson, I might actually believe that. Now, I'm not going to say it will happen because I think he's a much better player than Zach Wilson. If Caleb Williams isn't careful, he's going to be headed down that territory as well. Look, your offensive line needs to be your best friend, and if you're being an arrogant prick to your O-line, that's not going to cut well in the National Football League. I have a problem with guys like Colin Cowherd and Nick Wright calling Caleb Williams elite and being better than established starters that have already proven themselves to be top-level quarterbacks in the National Football League. How is this guy already being mentioned amongst guys like Lamar Jackson and Patrick Mahomes? That's how you know a guy is getting entirely overhyped. To expect Caleb Williams to come into the Chicago Bears year one and bam, be like Lamar Jackson or Patrick Mahomes, it's ridiculous in and of itself. And to compare Caleb Williams to Patrick Mahomes in terms of talent, that is also a ridiculous take as well, because if it was that obvious Patrick Mahomes was talented, he would have been drafted with the #1 overall pick, but obviously that didn't happen. So how can you be so sure Caleb Williams will be Patrick Mahomes 2.0? The guy has a lot of talent, but I see a lot of Jay Cutler in his game more so than Patrick Mahomes. Jay Cutler had a cannon for an arm for the Chicago Bears, and he could move around the pocket a little bit. What was Jay Cutler's downfall for the Bears? His inability to be a leader. That's what I see happening to Caleb Williams as well. Caleb Williams is not a natural born leader. Caleb Williams has a lot of talent, but he doesn't have the ability to lead. And if I was a teammate of Caleb Williams, I would not be rocking with this guy at the quarterback position, because Caleb Williams just turns me off as a leader. He's arrogant, he's entitled, and also he paints his nails as a hobby. What man paints his nails in his free time? That is not normal behavior whatsoever. And for people to just act like, oh, that's no big deal, oh, don't worry about it, who cares if Caleb Williams is a cross-dresser in his free time? But that little stuff matters. These players are not going to respect the stunts Caleb Williams is pulling off if he doesn't win right away. Now look, if Caleb Williams goes to the NFL and absolutely dominates the NFL in CJ Stroud-like fashion, then none of this stuff matters for Caleb Williams. But if Caleb Williams struggles at the beginning of his NFL career, oh man, you better expect a lot of criticism coming his way, and a lot of players are going to be turned off by the leadership qualities, or the lack of leadership qualities, should I rather say, by Caleb Williams, which means therefore he's going to be a draft bust. You can put all the weapons around a young quarterback, but if the young quarterback doesn't have the ability to lead, he's not going to last at the NFL level. I don't care who you are, you have to be a great leader in order to be a great NFL quarterback, and Caleb Williams is anything but a great leader. In reality, Caleb Williams is actually a horrible leader. Even if he has A+ talent, he has F- ability to be a leader in the National Football League, which means Caleb Williams will be a draft bust. As far as what I got the Chicago Bears going this year, I think they're going to go 5-12. They're going to finish in last place this year. I think the Green Bay Packers, Detroit Lions, and Minnesota Vikings, they're all going to be better than the Chicago Bears. I think the Chicago Bears are going to be dealing with a lot of turmoil in the locker room. They're not going to be good whatsoever. They also play in a tough division as well. So that is why Caleb Williams is getting too much hype right now on the Bears, as the Bears will be massive underachievers this season. Remember, go ahead and subscribe to Sports Guy Talking, like the video, and please comment down below. If you guys do that, I may shout you guys out in my Instagram story every Monday. That will be for the @DustinStrand Instagram account. Make sure to follow me on Instagram at Dustin Nash Tran, and that's Sports Guy Talking. Also, go follow me on Twitter at Dustin Nash Tran. Again, go ahead and do those things that I just told you guys to go do. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the content that was just produced. Peace out. I hope you enjoyed that video. Want more Sports Guy Talking, the home of great sports content? Make sure you click that subscribe button to get the latest from Sports Guy Talking. Go ahead and like the video, comment down below, check the description box on the video in order to follow my Instagram and Twitter. Also, be sure to check out more of the best clips from the YouTube channel, Sports Guy Talking.